What is up, my friends? So, tomorrow is the night. Tomorrow is the mid-season finale of American Horror Story double feature. In our first part, Red Tide, we've talked theories, we've talked everything, we've recapped episodes, and tomorrow, of course, we're going to recap as well. So, don't worry about that. But let's just give one last thought and theory on what is to come. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. Make sure that notification bell is on so you know when my video recap on tomorrow's finale comes out. I will have it ASAP for all of you, so go ahead and do that right now, and let's get to 20,000 subscribers. Super close to that, by the way, but let's get into my thoughts on what's to come. So we have to take our different characters and realize where they're headed. So first and foremost, let's start with everybody's favorite character, Alma, who in the last episode proved to be just evil, and she showed us that she has no restraints as to how far she can go to get what she wants. And we saw that with her even making her own mother take the pills, knowing damn well that she was going to turn into that pill thing, and then pretty much just being like she was in the way. So I think that in this episode that's about to come out, we, as we know from the previous episode, are going to see Alma and Ursula go to the chemist in an effort for Ursula for one last attempt to get those pills and get some business going, because Ursula's all about the ka-ching ka-ching. Now, what is going to happen here? I highly doubt that the chemist is going to just change her mind out of nowhere. I believe that she will play along with Ursula, but she will also be intrigued about Alma, because I don't believe they've ever had a child take the pills. So I think this is going to be something new for the chemist and something that wants to be explored even more. So I believe that there might be a double crossing happening against Ursula by the end of it all. I do believe that is her fate, but I also believe that Alma will double cross her father as well. As we've seen from the preview for the next episode, Mr. Harry seems to be at a point where he just wants to get out of all of this. Now, we saw him choose that his wife indeed was a sort of burden, but before that he was a little hesitant and on the fence about it. I think something that's about to happen pretty soon will make him completely be done with it all, and I think that something is the baby being taken. Now, I have a couple theories on this. Either Belle took the baby or Alma took the baby, and that's because she meets Belle and she realizes this is who she wants to be and wants to be around, because Belle is pretty much similar to Alma, I feel, where they sort of try to do whatever they need to do in order for them to succeed, and I think that that's something that Alma is going to latch onto from Belle. So I do see a sort of like team up happening, maybe where Belle ditches Mr. Peters in order to get Alma, maybe seeing Peters as sort of like a burden at a point. So I think that's something that's interesting there. I don't know how far exactly Peter's character takes the blood drinking, if it's as far as Belle takes it with trying to consume babies, and we've seen Alma be on that same boat as well, saying that it's a better blood of sorts. So I could definitely see him sort of having a lashing out after all of this, but who knows, you know? Maybe he might be with it, but we don't know just yet exactly. So I do believe that we also will see Doris come back at some point. I don't believe that last episode was the last of her, and I could definitely see her taking out Ursula. I think that would be hilarious to have that happen. I don't think we get much more of the chemist. Many people are theorizing, pointing out that the character is actually listed on the IMDb for Death Valley, which is the second part. So maybe we could get some sort of origin for the chemist during that part of the season, but highly doubt we get anything else in this last hour. That already looks jam-packed from the teaser alone, and we even have the police and everything. So I think the police are on the hunt due to Mickey's demise at the beach, as well as the painting that Mrs. Karen left, which I have said in my Karen theory video is actually sort of the confession of everything that's happened, and maybe talks about the black pills as well as Belle and the chemist. So I think that was a last moment for Karen to have there in order to bring all of this corruption down. Do I believe that Karen is dead? I don't want to believe it, but I do believe it as well. But if she is not dead, I feel that she will be coming back as a different type of creature. I don't believe as a pale person or as anything like that. I believe it will be a completely different creature that will also help to take down the evil that is Belle and the chemist and everything around it. So I'm excited to see what exactly is going to happen by the end of this part 1 of this season, because part 2 seems to get even crazier from what we've seen from the previews. I will make a video on part 2 on Thursday and my thoughts and theories about what we are expecting to see from that, so stay tuned for that. But what do you think about Red Tide ending and its season finale? Do you think that the chemist and the pill's origins will be revealed, or is that something that will be held off for a little longer? What do you think about part 2 and Death Valley and the aliens? Are you excited to see that, or are you very much so bummed we couldn't get a full-on season of just Red Tide? Let me know down below. As I said, Red Tide was super good, especially the last episode. Very tragic and horrific, and that's exactly what I want to see from any horror series or movie. So I'm excited to see though what they do with Red Tide and Death Valley together. I do believe there is a connection there. I still believe that the pills come from the alien as a source. Not sure if it's exactly alien blood or something they created on their own, but I do believe there is a greater connection to them, as well as all of the other American Horror Stories. So we're going to definitely get those answers pretty soon, I feel. But as I said, I do see a lot of double crossing in this last episode, a lot of tragedy as well. I definitely don't think Harry's coming out of this alive. If anybody's going to die, it probably is going to be Harry, and might be Evan Peters' character as well. I believe Alma and Belle will form some sort of alliance as well. I believe Ursula, if that does happen, will be taken out of the picture also. And I think by the end of it, the only person that's going to get the last laugh out of all of this is going to be the chemist. I don't expect the chemist to go away anytime soon, and would expect the chemist to see more of in future seasons. So I thought that this would be the last season for American Horror Story. Turns out they actually have apparently 3 more seasons greenlit, so we could definitely see it happen by the 13th season, a grand close to all of this. So I'm pretty sure these pills are going to show up later down the road. Like, they were such a big deal that I just don't see them going away by the end of this, but we'll see what happens. And also, I do have a video coming out how I think that this season connects to all of the other American Horror Stories. So that video should be out probably by the end of the week or next week. So stay tuned for that as well. And make sure you follow me on all my other social medias as well. TikTok and Twitter, all that good stuff. Spooky season is upon us, and I got a lot of content for y'all. Let me know your thoughts, your theories on the finale. Are you excited or not? And make sure that you have that notification bell on when I make the videos tomorrow on the ending, as well as my theories for what comes next. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so super close to that. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment your favorite episode and your favorite character and what you expect to see. But as always, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you check out the video on the left. And as always, stay safe, stay positive, my friends.